This is the Kancamagus Highway, a 35-mile-long scenic drive along New Hampshire Route 112, winding across the state through the heart of the scenic White Mountain National Forest. This route is well known as one of the best fall foliage viewing areas in the country. This video is about our trip to the Mt.Washington summit, followed by the scenic drive on Kancamagus Byway. Besides driving up to the Mt.Washington summit and capturing fall foliage at its peak in the state of New Hampshire, I'm going to test the agility and the range of my electric vehicle, Lucid Air, on this challenging, steep and long drive from New Jersey to the summit of Mt.Washington, followed by the Kancamagus Highway drive, how much charge we lose in climbing and how much we gain back with regenerative braking. Mt.Washington, located in the range of the White Mountains, is an ultra-prominent mountain in the state of New Hampshire. It's the highest peak in the northeastern United States at 6,288 feet. You can hike or drive all the way up to the summit or ride the cog railway if you struggle with heights and navigating through steep and narrow roadways, as most people consider this drive challenging and frightening. This mountain is notorious for its erratic weather. Look at the outlook on October 3rd, when we drove up to the mountain summit, and only a week later. This is what it looked like. Starting in Hoboken, New Jersey, with fully charged at 4 or 5 miles, we made our first stop to be fully charged one more time, so we don't have to worry about charging anymore through the rest of our trip. And by the way, we're making this trip with our 3-month-old, so I wasn't going to take any chances. How beautiful and refreshing. Oh, good morning. Well, so here we are at a resort. So last night we drove in here, and let's see how much mileage we have on our car. So I told you earlier that we could charge our car to the full, which was 4 or 5 miles in Portland, Maine. And right now we have 3 or 6 miles. So after charging in Maine, Portland, we drove around a bit for lunch. Then we got here and we drove around for a bit for dinner. So let's see, I'll show you how much we are when we get to the toll, and then how much charge we lose when we get to the top of the mountain on Washington. So anyone who is driving up their EV, especially Lucid, have a good idea what to expect. Okay, we're at the toll house now. I got myself a cap already. So we're here now. So we're gonna drive 8 miles up there, show how steep it is. And it's only gonna get harder. So we'll see. Let me show you how many miles I have in the car right now. So as we drove, somewhere around 15, 17 miles, and we're at 282. So we're gonna start our climb, our drive up there. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? So well, we'll see you up there. So, let's go. So here, I suppose, the edges are like broken, and there are spots where it gets really, really narrow for two cars to pass. And Lucid being wider than normal cars. So there was a kind gentleman back there who stopped for me and a couple other cars. So here we have to be careful, not as bad as I was anxious about. But people's videos and Lucid owners forum, people over there, so helpful. You can see over there, cars coming up. So here we are. We made it to the top. The views are beautiful. The clouds just rolled in. Go over there. That's a bummer. So this is the rail that you can take if you don't want to drive or hike. It's nice. It's partially cloudy, but it's not too bad. Okay, it's time to head back down, and we'll see where we at? So we are 225 miles, and we'll show you how much we recharge and how much we further discharge, if any at all. We're back to the base. I showed you how many miles we had on this car when we started. If you remember, these many. When we got all the way up, we were down to these many. And then, right now we're here. So you can do the math, how many we discharged and how many we gained back. And to be very honest, it wasn't that bad. A lot of videos, people showed and told how tricky it was, how narrow the roads were. And I was very conscious until some good friends said, it was a piece of cake. It was a piece of cake. As long as you know how to drive, basic driver, have a sense of momentum, turn the car, slow down the car when you need to, give space to others when you need to, basic sense. As long as you have that, this was not that bad. The summit was worth it. And bring your EV, calculate how much your EV can do. And for Lucid, again, beautiful piece of cake.